I would now like to invite Mr. Ramakanth to give the audience an introduction to bulk waste policies and guidelines by BBMP. Only called by everyone as Anna Hasiru, Mr. Ramakanth is an expert committee member appointed by High Court of Karnataka Solid Waste Management. He's a co-founder of Solid Waste Roundtable as well. Always in action, from conducting awareness campaigns in neighborhoods to training BBMP officials, you name it. I mean, he's a true ambassador. And I would like to congratulate him for recently being awarded with Namma Bengalorean of the Year award by Namma Bengaluru Foundation. Great achievement, sir. So please can we have your presentation.
Good morning. Thank you all. I thank the organizers for calling me here and try to speak to you all. Actually, this was the job of the BBMP, calling all the techno parks and organizing different. We have brought this up in the High Court also, but till now, 2 or 3 times they attempted. They called 15 persons, 5 persons used to come. Now, I am really surprised and happy that such a good response is there. I thank the organizers for this. You take the lot of takings were there. You should be able to take home some things and implement it also. And now this talk has been handed over to me because my colleague, Madam Kalpana Kar, was not able to make it. So I am making it on her behalf. So whatever little things flaws are there in my this thing, I want you to excuse. Last minute I was told you have to present it. So I have accepted it and I will try my best to put forth the idea. First thing, before starting my formal presentation, I want to impress upon you that Bangalore, as you know, Madam Mazumdar told that we have already crossed 1 crore. We are almost 1.2 crore population. Out of that, your population, tech parks and IT, you have brought big name for Bangalore, that the IT city of the world you have brought. All that you have brought by your own efforts and by your own capabilities and knowledge and all. Now, Bangalore out of 1.1 crore, 11% of the people are all working in IT industries, corporates and all that, roughly about 10 lakhs. And then connected staff like security, recreation, canteen, food courts combined, another 2 to 3 lakhs. That means you found major chunk of the population. About 14 lakh people are your own industry. Now, the bad name which has come for Bangalore, you are equally responsible. Because so many irresponsible people, 13 lakh people are irresponsible means, you can imagine what is the fate of Bangalore. You brought the city, the top name, IT city and all that. Bangalore everywhere is mentioned. Even the President Obama, when he comes, anything he may forget, he may not forget Bangalore. Any top man remembers. At the same time, you are given another certificate. Any top man who comes, he is taken only on dirt roads where little garbage is there. As Madam said, all over garbage, so you have to choose the place. That means you are equally responsible for that also. Now, there is a way to change the image of this. Now, policy is just I will run through. But mainly I will make you responsible, how you can be responsible in getting the good name of the smart city which we have, which we don't have now. So you can easily do it if you make up your mind. Because you don't need any high tech and what is that, science, this thing and much required. Only your willpower is required. Each one should understand that our waste is our responsibility. If you understand that much, we have done the job. We have won the war. You can say 90% of the war is won. How to do it? Sometimes you may have doubt. And we are there. Some useless and crazy persons who are there, we are ready to help you. In any way you want. We are ready even to put our hand there. You say you do 2 days and show it to me. Don't run away. We are ready to do it. But please take this responsibility and see that you do something. Because why I am telling all this is, policies are there. As he said, implementation and enforcing, we are the worst country. Only we are interested in compromise. So let us not compromise. And once you understand the problem, rightly, Madam Ashok has prepared this thing for you, questionnaire and a SAS data. Once you give that, even if you don't have any problem, we are ready to solve it. And believe me, for our solution, whatever help we do, we don't take a single pipe from you. You understand this? Because our goal is only to see that Bangalore becomes clean and get back the name of Garden City. When I was in school, it was a real garden city full of parks and all that. Now you find concrete jungle and garbage. So this is completely in your hands. So before you leave the hall and go out today, all of you should take a pledge and see that we are going to make our campus zero waste and environment friendly. This is what each one have to do. Now what further you can say, in the way this year Gandhiji said, Mera Angan Swachh. Your own this thing you keep it clean. Like that the neighbor also, if you can do it, and if there is a slum or a village, something around your campus, adopt that village and see that you bring there also the sanctity of the cleanliness. If you do that, our Prime Minister's announcement that Swachh Bharat is a joke. And each one of you should become an activist. Not activist in the sense, not making dharnas and strikes. You do whatever is to be done from your side. Now I start walking on the road. Normally I walk. All the street vendors who are having plastics and all that, they hide it. And littering is there, they will take the bin out and keep it. That sort of pure psychosis you can do. You don't need a danda. You become just an activist and see that you do that. Once you do that, believe me, in 1 year's time, we can get, of course, Prime Minister has given me up to 2019, but before that we can make Bangalore clean. This is my only request. After that I start giving about formal whatever Madam has prepared, I will repeat it. Believe me, it is not prepared by me. Of course, our committee has endorsed it. I will going to take it. This is the site which we had all lined up, all mixed waste going. You know, mixed waste, she touched on that about segregation. Why we should segregate? All of you are clear why we should segregate? Why not put it everything together and throw it somewhere and all that? Why we should not do it? You must be knowing. Segregation, when you do, organic wet waste separate and dry waste separate, sanitary waste separate when you do, all that combined when it goes. Now many people may say, we are giving it, let the Paura Karmikas do it. One day you do the reverse exercise. You give the waste in your plastic bag with a Brahmagan too and go to the other side and you segregate. Then you know what are the hazards they are having and health this are. So this each one should realize. Now I am going for ward inspection or rounds for awareness. I am not taking a session inside a hall. Because if you have a session inside a hall, if there is a 400 units in an apartment, 40 people also are not there. That too, I reach in time. After half an hour, one after another, people start coming. Instead of that, what I do, I go straight to the house. In a floor, let's say there are 6 houses. All the 6 houses, garbage is taken out. And the housekeeping staff is standing there. And I go there and show the resident what mistake they have done. And even some places, I give the marking to them. You have got 90%, you have got 80%, you have got 50%, and you have got 0 also. So that they come to know what it is. This is how my modus operandi is like this. Otherwise, you give a presentation and go. Next day, you don't know what is happening. And my main thing is, the volunteers on the block are going and further cross-checking. In some places where there are 1,000 units, in 15 days they have achieved 100% segregation. So, you have to do that. But in case some people, some black sheep are already there, some 10%, 8%. For them also you can take my help. Without their knowledge, I will send the health inspector and get them fined. They will not be knowing also. Only the person who volunteer will inform me. I will send the health inspector. I will tell him not only check 10 houses, check about 20 houses. Each one fine only 100 rupees. And that will be displayed on the notice board that this person was fined 100 rupees. So that is enough. That sort of thing we have to do. Then only we will see India one day, Bangalore free, and one day we will see India. And second thing about the economy, you people may say, see every day when you are disposing garbage, she was talking about responsible disposal. So then vendor or somebody carries it, for whom you will pay minimum 800,000 according to the quantity. Some people even pay 10,000 rupees. So in that 10,000 rupees, multiplied by a year, is about 1,20,000 rupees you pay. According to the quantity, we have to spend either it's for biogas, or biogas is slightly more expensive, but you get back the returns in about 7-8 years. That is the principle of biogas. And compost. You have got a lot of greenery in your compost. You are definitely buying something for the compost, for those plants. You can use this compost for those plants. And one thing in this compost, when you do organic compost, water retention capacity is much more. We have got water problem now. 1 or 2 days water is not there, also it can sustain. So this is another advantage. That means waste management is a complete win-win situation. It's not that you are losing by that. So what you spend, when you throw it out, you spoil the environment, you spoil the water, and finally where it is dumped, all round people are all affected, diseases. So that means if you want to get real healthy food and healthy this, compost, grow, and further eat it on your dining table. Whatever you feed and you do it, all that comes back to you on your dinner table without your knowledge. And you go to specialists, more and more bigger specialists. Instead of that, if you grow your own food and do it wherever there is scope, you will be having a very healthy meal and existing. For this, Solid Waste Management Roundtable has started a campaign called "We Want to Touch 10 lakh people." Now you people are already 10 lakh. My target will be achieved in 15 days only. If all of you pledge that 1 week we are going to do this wet waste exercise, then automatically it's simple. One kit about 500 or 600 rupees. Take a pledge that we are going to make it. sorry, very sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I touched it for our. Yeah. See this, as per BBMP notification, any hotel, chowdhury, mall, shopping complex, marriage hall, all this comes under bulk charges. That means all of you come under bulk charges. So that means it generates 10 kg and more. Some people are maybe less also. But this is 10 kg total, I am telling you. Not the wet, dry, all mixed 10. But segregation, whatever is there, that is what we call definition of bulk waste generator. Even the apartments also come under. Only thing is there are two categories, residential bulk generators and commercial bulk generators. You all come under commercial bulk generators. That we have made it for fining. Commercial bulk generators, we fine in 5,000, 10,000 rupees. Whereas the residential bulk generators, we fine less for obvious reasons. So that you must do. Next please. Yeah. Wet food waste daily collection, dry waste is recyclable, sanitary waste. This is only a policy, believe me. Then afterwards you will, outside when I go, you will ask me, my house 10 days, nobody has collected waste. So my house 2 days. So that we have to still repair it. But that is the one and I am telling you, if you manage your own waste, you need not depend on the BBMP. One day, our Dr. Sandhya is one of the officials in this thing, she will be sent home. If all of us start managing our waste, she will be going, you have no job for you, you go home. Finally, we can do that. That you have to do, achieve finally, especially tech parks and your own houses. You told about 11 lakh people are working. 11 lakh, what was the technical tech park? Go home and start this procedure. Then automatically Bangalore's load will come down. So manage on site wherever possible, like large farms, hotels, make own approved arrangements. This is a very simple thing. You have many of the places you have got, all the tech parks have got food courts and different types of eateries and all that. All there you have to follow this principle. And there only in situ. Now you have got a very good arrangement of converting into biogas. Once you do biogas, you can use that fuel in this one. In my house, I have got a biogas plant for last 2 years. So I am collecting waste almost from 5-6 houses. It's only 2 kilos. I don't produce 2 kilos. So automatically it comes. And all that I am converting into biogas. My wife says she is saving about 70% LPG. So instead of 40 days, it goes for about 5-6 months. So that is a saving. So that means return of investment is about, in 7-8 years you get back the money. And the slurry which comes out of biogas after digestion is excellent compost, highly nutrient. So any type of, now I even got a roof garden now, where instead of going to the market, she buys the coriander leaves, mirchi, all small things, palak, from the roof only. So that is another advantage. There's after in the afternoon session, we have the people from vendors also we have for various biogas, compost, whatever is there. All that will be, you can know, tell your address and all that. End of the day, I will check the addresses which tech parks have given. By that, I will know how many people are interested. So now, because you have registered, you have come. But I want, before you go out, I want a pledge from you. We are going to make our tech park zero waste. Then only our purpose will be served. Yeah. Next, please. Yeah, this is another thing which Revati Madam already told, responsible disposal. See, they will take the material and give it to the BBMP lorry. Normally, material which inside the campus, no BBMP fellow will come. You are outsourcing it. That man will go and give it to, mixed and everything he will give it, and he will go and dump it somewhere. If not, somewhere most of the places nobody is accepting mixed waste, no? There is no place. Next to our adjacent tech park, he will go and throw it. And one of my friends will go there and burn it. So this is what is happening all over Bangalore. You will see burning, all because of you and me. It's not, nobody else is bringing the garbage and putting it. So please take care of your own. And responsible disposal is very important. Yeah. Self-help groups are there. Other side is a great, if you start segregating it and then processing it, you are providing jobs. Now what they are doing, these rack pickers are going, whatever we throw, they put their hand inside. Sometimes you may have discharged a blade or something there, they will injure, and sanitary waste and diapers are there. Sometimes blood stains also. All that you say, instead of that, give them a respectable job. They are also our district. Believe me, now in Bangalore we have got about 20 to 25,000 rack pickers. And we have registered from Round Table, our organization, Hasirudala, already 7 to 8,000 people who are having ID cards and all that. With this, we are giving them some respectability. Many of them are running the dry waste collection center. So that way, without your knowledge, you are helping somebody other than that who are deserving people. So please think about it. If not on the clean point of view, at least on the environment and the helping others. And garbage, I don't know how many of you have calculated. In the bin, on normally middle class and lower middle class, you sow from 3 to 5 rupees you throw in the garbage per day. And rich people may throw up to 25 to 30 rupees in the garbage. So all this money, instead of going in the garbage and spoiling the environment, you can save some people who are economically lower section. So this, without your knowledge, you are doing charity. Just understand this. Yeah. Thank you. They say my time is over. Sorry, I have taken more time. Thank you very much.